Alright, what's up guys? So in today's video, we're going to be doing a full maintenance on the quad here. I think I got a few big rides coming up, so it's going to be a good thing to do a maintenance on it. Haven't done an oil change in a while, so yeah, we're going to be doing an oil change, cleaning out the filter. I have a K9 on there, so we're just going to be cleaning out that, lubing up the chain, greasing the fittings, and then just kind of lubricating it all around, as well as my, let's see, you guys might, my I don't know if you can see that, but my skid plate is hanging on for its dear life right now. So we are gonna, probably at the end of the video, I'm gonna pick it up and we'll see if we can get that secured again. Hopefully I didn't lose the bolt. Hopefully it's just backed out. I have a feeling it's just gone though. So I'll let you guys see what all I'm gonna be using today. Starting off with the oil change kit. I run Amsoil Dirt. This stuff, I've heard from a lot of people that it's the best oil you can run in these Yamaha bikes, and I believe it. So that's what I run. It's a little expensive, but it's worth it. Definitely better than genuine Yamaha oil. Filter, I got the crush washer in the box there. Just got some chain lube, and then here we got Strike Hold. Now this stuff, I don't know if you guys heard of it, but it's kind of everything in one. You can see it on the bottle. Cleaner, lubricate, protect it. You can use it for basically anything. It's a good rust protectant, and it's also good for if your four-wheeler squeaks. I know you 400DX guys, I know you guys be squeaking, but like, I don't know, I sprayed it on there, so it probably, yeah, we got no squeaks right now. This thing does squeak, especially if I do like a summer ride that's dry and dusty. Don't wash it right after, she squeaks. But I like to spray that on there, on the shocks, all the moving components, and like it really is a lifesaver. That stuff is awesome. Like I said, you can use it for a lot more than that. What do we got here? We got like electrical connections. Say if your headlights flicker on and out, spray it in there, get some better connection. Rust protection, corrosion, water resistance. It's good for the tires, for like dry rot on the tires. So yeah, I'll be using that in today's video. And then just air filter cleaner kit, K&N, and grease gun, obviously. So yeah, with all that said, I'm gonna fire the old girl up. We're gonna get the engine hot. We'll do the oil change first, and then we'll go from there. I'll usually let the bike run for about 5 minutes before I do the oil change. Sometimes I even just run it a little bit to speed up the process. Just run it through the yard or up and down the road a little bit. Don't get it too hot, but, you know, just get the engine warm. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I know everyone might do their oil change a little bit differently, so I figured I'd show you how I do mine. And yes, I'm using a 1/2 inch for the drain plug because I don't have a 3/8 21 mil. 21 is what the crank drain bolt is. So yeah, I'm using a 1/2 inch. Usually take the skid plate off. I have a DRW one, but I just simply don't feel like doing it this time. So a mess will be made today. And we're on a slope here, so it's all gonna flow through the skid plate over there. Oh, we definitely lost the bolt in that skid plate. That's fun. Alright, it didn't spread that bad over the skid plate, so that's good. I'm gonna let that drain for a little bit. see it runs down through the frame. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's okay. I worry too much about things. And I always make sure to move this thing. It goes under and it always gets in the way of the drain bolt. So I move it out and I put it up on the brake here so it doesn't get oil on it. Just if you guys have a Raptor, it's a little tip. Alright. Let that sit for just another minute or two, and then we'll move up to the oil tank. Okay, went ahead, switched out the new crush washer. Now, I like to switch these out every time. I mean, it's not like they're like that expensive. A lot of people say that you don't have to, which you really don't, but I just don't want to run the risk of it possibly draining a little, or leaking a little bit of oil. You know, they're just so cheap, you might as well do it. This is going to be a 12 millimeter up here. Might need to replace this drain plug. The threads look fine on it. I don't know, that's weird. Alright, both drain plugs are tight. Oil is drained. We'll move around to the other side and do the filter next. Alright, so for the filter here, I cracked the top two loose, get them out just a few threads, and then I'll crack the bottom one and pull it out all the way, and then so the oil drains. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. He ain't leaking this time. That's good. Alrighty, got the new one. Take some of our old oil, lube her on up a little bit. Alright, that's on there, new filter's in. Alright, let's fill her up. I might have a weird way of doing this, but so I believe in the manual it says that the Raptor takes 1.97 quarts. So the way I do it is just slowly pour. You don't want to pour fast because you'll overflow the tank and then you're wasting oil. You got to go buy more. And then you find out that the Power Sports place isn't open till the next like 3 days. So you got to wait 3 days to have oil in your four-wheel. And yes, I'm speaking from experience. And since I made that mistake, I'll show you what I do. So I put a full quart in, empty, and I let that sit for about a minute before I put the other quart in. What I do on the other quart is I will put about a quarter to half of it in, and then I'll take it out, put the dipstick back in, and actually start the bike for about 10 seconds. Let that oil flow out of the tank into the case, and then I'll put the rest in after that, just because I don't want it to overflow out of the tank. Okay, so that is about 0.4 quarts, which is fine. Let that flow out of the filter or the funnel. Like I said, plug it back up, and yeah, I'll start the bike for about just anywhere from 5 to about 15 seconds. Alright, so that was 10 seconds of running. Now I'll take this back out. So we're at just above the E, which is just about where we want to be, I'd say. So now what I do is I'll plug it back up, start it up, let it run for about 30 seconds, shut it off again, sit, start it up again after about a minute, let it run for about a whole minute, and then and in between them I check the level in between all them intervals, and after about a minute I'll if the level's still good, I'll start it up and let it sit for a few minutes, get it warm, and then check the level again. Alright, there's our 30 mark. Let's see what we got. Make sure not to burn my hand on the dang exhaust. I've done that once or twice before. She's right at full. I don't know if you'll guys be able to see it. Probably not. I just dripped oil on my tripod. But yeah, she's right at full. So now I'll let it run for about a minute, shut it off again just for extra measure, and then I'll actually let it warm up. She's actually pretty warm already, so maybe I'll just run it for the minute and we'll be good. Alrighty boys, oil change is complete. Next up we're gonna throw it up on the stand, and we'll what's this guy doing? And we'll lube up the chain and grease all the fittings, and then we'll move on to the filter after that. Well, the grease gun is jammed, so looks like I won't be greasing the fittings. I'm gonna have to fix this. I'll do that another time. Like I said, I do have a K&N on here, so like it's not I'm not gonna be cleaning the foam filter. Yeah, she needs a cleaning, and it is dirty. I'm gonna have to clean out the whole air box. Look at that. Well, it's doing its job, that's for sure. Show you guys, right around the collar here, it gets real dirty. Yeah, she's gonna need deep cleaning this and the air box and the outerwear. We've got some work to do. While that dries, I'm gonna clean out the air filter here. I just use a rag with water on it and just wipe it down, and then I'll go back with a dry rag. And that's really all I do. Alright, well, got that all cleaned out. Like I said, not perfect. I'm not gonna do it perfectly, but as long as the heavy stuff's out of there and around the actual intake boot it's clean, then we're good. So yeah, that's good. I'm gonna wait for the filters over there on the ground. I'm gonna wait for it to dry some more, give that a few hours. And then, so now we'll move on to applying our strike hold. What I'm gonna do is just go around to basically all my shocks, my my stem bushing, inside the wheel wells a little bit, up in the creases where if you guys have owned a what's it called, an older four-wheeler, in like the creases of the frame it starts to chip and then you rust, spray in there because that stuff's a really good rust protection. I'll spray it on the tires. You can really just kind of go over the whole bike. It's just a good protectant that'll prolong your four-wheeler and make it last. All right, so all done with the strike hold. So like I said, I go over the shocks, all up in here, your bearings, both sides. I do my head studs, like, because it's a good corrosion protectant for all my bolts. I go around basically all the hardware on the bike. The exhaust, the header bolts, what else? Our chain adjustment bolts, along with the sprocket, rear linkage, rear shock, basically like everything. That stuff, I'm telling you guys, it's great for everything. It'll really help your bike last, especially like I say, if you got an older bike, to the point where it does have that rust, that corrosion in certain spots. I really would recommend. It doesn't leave an after residue. Like, I got it all over the frame, and like there's no spotting, there's no crazy like gooey residue. It's great stuff, and I will have them linked in the description. I have my own discount code if you guys want to head over and pick some up for yourself. You guys can get 10% off with my discount code, and it also helps me out a little bit. Yeah, it's some great stuff. You can use it on anything. They don't sell just their cleaner, lubricant, and protectant. They do products for everything. I've used it on my truck. You can use it to lube up your guns. It really is some great stuff. So if you guys want to check them out, you can. Anyway, moving on. What do we got next? So I think the only thing we got left, I think our maintenance is actually done. Other than, I'm not going to do it this time, but I like to every once in a while go over the bike and just check our bolts, make sure everything's still torqued down, nothing's loose, which I'm not going to do that today, but should be good there. So our next and last thing, I'm going to pick the bike up and I'm going to check on that swing arm skid plate and see if we can tighten that thing up. I did see that one. All right, let me show you what I got here. So looks like this one's backed out almost all the way, and this bolt is gone. So I got some extra bolts. I don't know if I'll have one to fit that, but I'll try to find one. If not, I'm just gonna throw some blue Loctite on this and hope for the best till I can I'll order these. I really need to get a metal skid plate, but I'm cheapo, so you know. Alright, so luckily I was able to find this bolt here, same thread pitch. It's about the same length. It's got a smaller head on it though. It doesn't have this whatever you call it, collar thing on it. So obviously it doesn't clear it doesn't fill the hole there. But I found a washer. So that'll thread all the way in and should hold us right in place. I can't be running this plastic thing in like at PA and stuff, them real rocky places. I bet this is where this happened and I haven't even noticed till now. But like look at them gouges. You probably can't tell. Well, maybe from there. They're deep. Alrighty guys, well, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. If you think I missed something, let me know, and I'll answer anything you guys need. But yeah, that is how I maintenance my quad. It's done good for me so far. Knock on wood. Once again, Destroy Cold Products. If you guys want to pick up a can, try it out for yourself. I really do recommend. Like I said, I got a link down there. I'll take you right to the website. Got a discount code as well. And yeah, on that note, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.